franchise, Shane Douglas. It's Strong Style Wrestling, and you're listening to the H2 Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, what's up? This is H2, and you're listening to the H2 Wrestling Podcast. I am joined here by my guest tonight, Nate Johnson. Nate, this is not my phone. This is your phone.
I told you it was
That's
my
weird.
phone.
I didn't hear you say that. It's weird. We have a pretty similar phone now. I have the 7.
We have the same exact case, that's why.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I got the 6.
Anyway, Nate is a massive Samoan wrestler fan. Like, he's a huge Rock fan. He's loved the Usos. And he is also a huge fan of contrary to popularity, blah, blah, blah. I can't fucking speak today. Belief. Nate is actually a Roman Reigns fan. And that's just absolutely baffling to me because nobody is a Roman Reigns fan.
There's people. There's people.
Women who find him sexually attractive. Do you find him sexually attractive,
No,
Nate?
I do not find him sexually
You want him on
attractive.
top of you going, oh, wow.
I'd rather not.
Alright, but anyway.
He could Superman punch me, but maybe not. But that's not sexually, in any sexual way possible. No, just...
Nate is a former backyard wrestler with my company. But anyway, so a lot of people don't like Roman Reigns. And I think the main reason people don't like Roman Reigns is WWE took Roman Reigns and they shoved him down our fucking throat. Same with Cena. I mean, they took more time to build Cena. Cena was a mid-card champion for a couple years. Spent a couple years jobbing, not doing much. And then they built it up. Like, people actually wanted to see Cena as champ. People wanted to see Roman as champ, but it was too early. So they decided after the Shield split, they were going to take about a year-ish. I think it was around 9 months to build him. Roman got hurt and was gone, came back, and they just continued to push him right from the get-go. And, like, it was too soon. They should have derailed it and making it another year. And, like, the people just really didn't support him. And that's what it came down to. The year before, when Roman was still with the Shield, and he was killing it in the Rumble, people wanted to see him in the Rumble, or win the Rumble. They wanted to see him succeed, but I don't know. They just took that momentum and killed it.
Yeah, and
to keep going with the Shield.
I was gonna say I agree. I totally don't like how they just flat killed it, especially with wasn't it Batista that won?
Yep.
Yeah, the way they just that was the year he broke.
Nope, he didn't break the record. He was damn close though.
He was, I think, 1 or 2 off maybe.
I think it was like 2.
Yeah, I think he had like 10 or 11 in the record. No, the record.
The record was 11.
He had like 9 or 10.
Yep.
And then he broke the record the following year with 12.
Yep.
Now, I do agree about how they shoved him down our throats. Now, since he got injured, they should have started over, not like completely over, but like kind of back to where after the Shield split, kind of.
Yeah.
But not like totally restart, instead of just straight shoving them down our throat.
Right down our throat.
Yeah,
like you can't push a superstar that the crowd isn't behind.
No, they gotta.
That's how people got so hostile with John Cena.
Yeah.
And that's the exact same thing they're doing with Roman Reigns right now. Now, I think Roman is going to win the title at the Rumble. I do. Because he just dropped the United States Championship to fucking Chris Jericho on Raw.
And the way they had him go through. Yeah. And what they had him go through before they actually dropped it.
Yeah. And the reason I think they're going to do that is I think they want Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the WWE or Universal Championship. Because they're already pushing Strowman really hard.
Yeah.
Roman is their guy. Roman is the new John Cena to them. They want Roman to be the guy, which I don't agree with because Roman needs to be punished more for violating the wellness policy, in my opinion. They need to take more time with Roman. They need to find a way to get Roman over. And Roman, the way they got him right now, isn't going to get over.
No, because there's still, and not including me, but there's still a lot of people that are booing.
Yeah, there's a
Unless
vast
they're
majority
more, yeah.
of the WWE universe does not want to see Roman Reigns. And I was happy that he dropped the title to Chris Jericho. I think Chris Jericho deserved it more than him. Chris Jericho has been an absolute fucking workhorse since he's come back. And this is the best we've seen Chris Jericho in a really long time.
Except for that drink it in man crap.
I think it's funny.
It's
And the
funny,
list,
but
they
he drags that drink it in out a little bit too.
drink it in, man. But they have got rid of the list because it was getting Chris Jericho too much babyface like heat.
Yeah.
Like the crowd was too into it, so they had to get rid of that. Chris Jericho, I think he deserves it. I think it's gonna be a good way for him to get a little bit of heat because he's not really getting much heat. He is a bad guy, but people love him. So I think they're gonna play with the Canadian thing that he's the United States champion.
They love messing with him.
Yeah.
He's good at getting back at the fans or whatever.
Yeah, he'll jab at the fans. I like that. And you know who's really good at jabbing at the fans is Kevin frickin' Owens.
Yeah.
I love. There's a video floating around Facebook somewhere. I can't find it, but it was Kevin. They're somewhere in the South, and a fan yelled at Kevin Owens. He's like, "Go back to Canada," and Kevin Owens said, "Go back to fucking your sister, you stupid ass, or you stupid redneck." I was just like, "Damn, that is like savage."
I think I read that.
Yeah.
I saw an article with the story, but not the video.
But this podcast isn't about Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. This podcast is about you trying to make me a Roman Reigns fan. I won't say Roman Reigns sucks because I'll give Roman Reigns credit. He's a decent wrestler. He's got some good stuff in his arsenal.
And he's gotten a lot better since breaking away from the Shield too.
Yeah, but I'm not a Roman Reigns fan.
Why, besides the shoving down the throat, are you not?
He doesn't have it, man. Like, he doesn't. His gimmick is stupid. He doesn't have a gimmick. That's one thing. He just doesn't have a gimmick, and
he's the man.
No, he's the guy. Supposedly.
The guy.
But that's stupid.
The guy.
You wanna get Roman Reigns over? This is how you get Roman Reigns over. Have Roman Reigns turn fucking heel. Have him disappear.
Straight heel?
Just turn heel.
Straight heel.
Like, he has to do something, like, drastic. Like, he has to turn on, like, Rollins, I guess, since him and Rollins are kind of friends right now. He has to turn on Rollins or something, or he has to do something dastardly. Because people are already booing him. So give him something to boo about. That's what they did with the New Day. They turned the New Day heel. And look at what the New Day is now. Yeah, they became the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history.
Now they're straight comedics and everybody just loves them.
Yeah, so that's... I mean, I'm not saying turn Roman Reigns into a goofball character. No. Turn him into a heel. Put him with Paul Heyman. Have him... Get him his own freaking music. Get him his own, like, gear. Not still basic Shield gear. Have him come out in, like, the longer trunks.
Kind of like Ziggler or something.
Yeah,
but not
something like that. Ones. Yeah, something like what Ziggler wears, like the long ones. Have him come out just a different look. Lose the stupid Shield vest because it's stupid. Have him use the spear and the razor's edge as a finisher because he's shown that he can do it, and the crowd popped for that. So, I mean, eventually that can get him a pop.
I'm gonna say he's used it a few times.
Yeah,
they didn't call it that.
And put him with Paul Heyman because Roman. I mean, yeah, he can talk a little bit, but Paul Heyman is going to get him that heel heat. That's what Paul Heyman does. Brock Lesnar wouldn't be anywhere near what he is without Paul Heyman's, like, speaking ability.
Well, yeah, because Brock Lesnar can't talk for shit. He still can't talk.
No, that's why Paul Heyman is with him.
And then when he does talk, his voice cracks half the time.
And it's stupid.
Yeah.
So, you want to get Roman Reigns over, turn him heel, put him with Paul Heyman, in my opinion.
Even if you don't turn him heel, or no. Even if you don't put him with Paul Heyman, I can see getting the crowd more behind, even booing him even more, but just by turning him heel.
Yeah.
But it would, like you said, it would have to be something drastic.
Yeah, think about all the big stars. John Cena started as a heel.
Hmm.
The Rock started as a heel. Dolph Ziggler started as a heel.
Yeah.
Miz, when Miz was a good guy,
Nobody
and,
liked it.
no, he was a good guy, and he was getting some pop.
Yeah.
Started as a heel. AJ Styles, I don't know if he started as a heel, but right now he's like one of the hottest in the business. People don't even boo him. Seth Rollins
Yeah,
started as a heel.
And
So
AJ Styles is supposed to technically still be a heel right now.
he is a heel, but
Yeah.
people love him. Cena started as a heel. All the like Undertaker, I'm pretty sure started sort of heelish.
Yeah.
So I
Especially
mean,
with that character.
yeah. So all like the hottest like commodities in or not commodities, all the like the hottest like like the best in WWE, people that get the biggest pop, the biggest reaction, all started as heel. You want to get Roman Reigns over, you got to turn him heel, in my opinion.
See, I do agree with him and his promo cuttings, but the wrestling part is what I like about him, and it's just something to do with his character and everything that it gets me. Like same thing with maybe I'm one of those people that take the shoving down the throat and end up liking a guy because of it. Cause I like Cena
So you like Stockholm syndrome.
for the most part.
Do you know what that is? That's where you get kidnapped and then you fall in love with your kidnapper.
Oh well, if you want to, yeah, if you want to call it that,
The Stockholm syndrome of WWE.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna call
there
it.
you go.
We're gonna call it the
I've got
John Cena syndrome.
there you go, cause it started with him, cause that's who I first was like really into, and then now it's
I
like,
remember you had the hat and
yeah,
you would
I
wear it
still got that.
everywhere.
I just don't wear it as much because I'm like mainly into like Roman and everything, and then they pushed the I can't remember when I got into them, but I know they remember they pushed the Eddie versus Ray so much that I ended up liking both of them on top of it.
Yep.
And then AJ Styles was like the main guy of TNA, and TNA didn't push him down our throat, but kind of slightly.
TNA really didn't push anybody down our throat except
No.
for washed up WWE has-beens.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and
everybody.
Hulk Hogan, Mick Foley, Ric Flair,
Just about everybody.
Booker T, Scott Steiner.
Did you say Kurt Angle? No,
No.
they can't push Kurt Angle down our throat because he's just Kurt Angle.
The best they ever did was with Sting.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you trying to, like, convert. I won't say convert me because I
know there's no way of converting.
Yeah. But
how about now? What would you say, depending on how they played it? I've heard rumor of possibly Roman against Goldberg. What if one way, like you talked about, somehow they got him with Heyman and didn't explain it to us, or not explain it to us, but show any signs of it until Roman and Goldberg actually had a match, and then like Heyman comes out as a distraction because Heyman's with Lesnar. Lesnar has the feud with Goldberg going.
Yep.
So if they were to do, not to like cut Lesnar and Goldberg away from each other completely, but they end up doing Roman versus Goldberg, say, what's Raw's next pay-per-view? I would say Fastlane.
Probably Fastlane or something similar-ish.
Yeah, because they'll probably might even come up with a new one, but they could do it there. And then Heyman come out as a distraction with or without Lesnar talking, and then basically explains something and about having a new guy, and goes to turn and like show him come out.
Yeah.
But instead he turns back around and just points.
And Roman's
like just straight goes, I guess you'd say, beast mode like Lesnar.
Yeah.
on Goldberg and just straight turns heel. Regardless if he wins or if he just standing there with a chair and just destroys Goldberg and sets up some kind of thing for WrestleMania or
Now, if they want
whatever.
to go that route, like the way that you're saying, this is how I say they book it. Have Roman just kind of a low level match
Mhm.
at WrestleMania.
Well,
He,
I don't know too much about that because I've also heard rumors that if they don't do Cena and Taker, that someone, I can't remember who, I want to say it was Vince, wants Roman versus Taker.
okay. I mean that wouldn't be a bad match. But
But they'd
what
have
I'm
to
saying
build
is
it correctly.
have Roman's match long before Lesnar and Goldberg on the card at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And then have Goldberg versus Lesnar and have Roman come out and screw Goldberg over. I don't know how they're going to explain it, but goddamn, that would get Roman so much fucking heat because people are so excited about Goldberg. That's like a good way to turn him heel, is have somebody that they're so excited about just get crushed by him. That would get him so much heat. Have him just be just batshit nuts and badass. Like you said, have him just go nuts on him. Like that would
Yeah, like a tad bit like Lesnar probably.
yeah. And then
Like he like Lesnar did on Big Show at, was it last year's Royal Rumble or the year before that?
2 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, because they had a match at Royal Rumble and you
Big
just
Show and
straight
Lesnar, yes, 2
took
years
him
ago,
out
I
with a
believe.
chair.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But then that could lead to something interesting. That could lead to like Lesnar and Roman against Rollins and Goldberg. That would be interesting because
yeah.
Goldberg, from my understanding, has signed on for 3 matches in 2017.
And he's got the Royal Rumble as one.
Yep.
And I've heard that he's advertised for Fastlane. That was another reason
I
why I
don't think
brought
he'll
that up.
wrestle at Fastlane, but
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be there. So if he's advertised for Fastlane, then Fastlane's gonna be the Raw pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the only way I can picture them ever getting Roman over is by turning him heel and having pray that the crowd can get behind him eventually. If not, just have him be the top heel.
They'd have to do it right. Just like, it's like a toss up of how they do it.
Yeah.
It all depends on how they do
I
it.
think that he could be a great heel because people already hate him. He doesn't have to try really to get that heat.
No.
So I think he's got the potential to be a great heel. But I don't know.
Because I mean, I know this is about trying to persuade you, but the more I think about it, there's no persuading.
Yeah, the more I
So-
think about it, the more this is going to be about how the hell do you get Roman Reigns over, you know?
Right. Like, how do you get the crowd behind him, but yet them like booing him? So more like how should they turn him into not necessarily a great heel, but a top heel?
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, Paul Heyman is
That's like the main thing that I'm thinking of.
yeah, but if I think I was talking to AJ about this.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he'd fix that wouldn't work or something like that
It
because
could work, especially with the whole thing
well,
of bringing him in against Goldberg
yeah,
or something.
Heyman hasn't been able to get anybody else over though. Like he hasn't been able to get Curtis Axel really over. He hasn't been able to get Ryback over. He had somebody else too. I feel
But
like
he had Curtis Axel and Ryback though.
I thought he had. Yeah, I mean, Ryback legally changed his name to Ryback, so that's
Yeah.
that whole guy. And Curtis Axel, I don't think he. I mean, I don't want to say he doesn't have it because I don't want to disrespect him. Because I mean, he has a decent move set and he's not terrible on the mic, but I don't know. I just don't think they'll ever utilize him. And
they can't get the crowd behind him.
yeah, even they tried even with the Axelmania thing and that didn't work. I mean, it could have worked with the Macho Mandow and Axelmania thing when they were trying to put them together, but then Hogan got fired for his comments, so then they had to kill that. So, but yeah, that's honestly the best thing that I can think of on how to get Roman Reigns over is by turning him heel.
Now, The only other thing that I could probably think of that I know they probably won't do unless they do the match that they kind of uh, hinted at Tribute to the Troops with the three teams. The Club,
Oh, the
the
Club
New
versus
Day,
the New Day
and
versus Shield.
Shield. The
Get the
only
New Day out of there. I want to see the
Yeah.
Club versus the Shield.
Now, if they were even to just do the Club versus the Shield, not necessarily the first match. Say they do end up doing like 3,
Do like a series.
yeah, or like 5, or a short, not a short series, but not a long.
They couldn't go too crazy
series.
with it though because
Yeah.
they're all on different brands.
Right. Maybe like a short series, like a best of 3 kind of thing, but not just straight call it best of 3.
Yeah.
One team wins one, the other wins the second, and then if they were to do it, they could have Roman somehow just flat turn on the third one.
That would be good. I mean, it would be
Not
typical
necessarily
Shield.
completely like Rollins did,
Yeah,
like
it'd be
selling out to the Authority, but
See, that got Rollins where he is though.
yeah.
So, but I don't know.
But the way they played Roman, well, no, they can just flat turn his mind around.
Yeah.
Because he last I knew, he's just they had him completely against it.
Man, it would be. I don't know how it would work. This is just me thinking out loud. I'm not thinking too in depth about it. But what would be interesting is have, like, say, Ambrose, or not Ambrose. Ambrose is legal.
Mhm.
Rollins is hurt on the outside or something like that. And, like, Ambrose hits, or he's cleaning house, like, takes out Gallows and Anderson, hits the dirty deeds on Styles because Styles is on SmackDown, so it'd be a good way to get Ambrose like sort of over, they think,
Yeah.
to take out Styles. Hits dirty deeds on him, is doing his whole crazy thing, turns around, eats a spear, and then he pulls Styles up, and then him and the Gallows and Anderson shield powerbomb Rollins through the announce table, and then he goes in and does the click with him.
Huh.
He joins the Club, and then he's like sort of like the leader of the Club on Raw.
See, that would be good, but I've heard rumors that they're gonna reform, that they could possibly reforming the Club, but with Finn taking it back over.
Yeah.
Since they're all on Raw.
Yeah.
How that would play out with Styles and everything at like a joint pay-per-view, I don't know.
Yeah.
Another way is, say they do end up doing Seth and Triple H at Mania. He could just straight turn on Rollins or go out there with Rollins, because Triple H would probably have Stephanie or
Owens or Jericho.
who the hell knows go out there with him.
DX.
Yeah.
Those goddamn DX.
Well, if they still have Rollins feuding with somewhat with Owens or whatever for the title.
No, at Mania it's gonna be Triple H and.
Or I meant Roman. My bad.
Oh.
If they have Roman feuding with Owens, or whoever's champion. Because I know the only other person I could think of that Triple H would have come out would be Stephanie.
Yeah. She came out with him last year when he faced Roman, didn't he? Or didn't she? I can't remember.
I don't think she stood in the corner, but I think she sat at the table.
Yeah. Well, she's there, though.
Because she had that look on her face when he won.
Yep.
I remember that.
I think Triple H is going to come back at the Rumble, though, this.
But they, like I was saying, they could have somehow Roman turn on Rollins during that match.
Yeah.
Like maybe toward the end, he, or even say Rollins wins, straight beats Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Roman could go in there, celebrate with Rollins, And then while Rollins is up in the corner, Reigns can be diagonal in the other corner, just standing there like clapping. And
Spear
then
him when he
Rollins gets
down.
down and he just charges and spears him.
Just spear him.
And then goes and helps Triple H up.
Yeah.
And goes and stands on the stage with him and either raises their hands together or they do somewhat of an imitation of
Of the Shield,
and
yeah.
do that. That'd be another way. But what they would do after that is the question.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the way that they're going to have to mainly get him to pop is going against Rollins or Ambrose. But he'd have to turn on him.
yeah. They should, I mean, if Roman, I can't remember when it was. I think it might have been when Roman was going to get suspended, but I can't remember for sure when it was. But they were having Rollins versus Reigns for the title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was when Rollins was champ and Reigns got hurt. They
when
were
he
gonna
got hurt or when he got suspended?
when Roman got hurt back a while ago when Rollins was champ. They were gonna have Rollins versus Reigns, and they're gonna have Rollins drop the title to Reigns, and Reigns. They were gonna do a double turn. Reigns was gonna win the title from Rollins. Rollins was gonna show him respect, and Reigns was gonna spear him. God, that would have been awesome, because that would have been perfect for Rollins to be turn babyface.
Everybody's all behind him already.
Yep, they were all behind him, and he was white hot, and Roman was getting the hate.
Like how so
that would have
been
white
hot because I think that was the time when he was wearing like that white.
Oh, the white suit.
The White Ranger looking suit. And everything, but anyway.
But yeah, he was like white hot and on fire. He's like the next best thing to sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been perfect if they did a double turn. AJ, you know how big of a Seth Rollins fan he is. He was like, dude.
That's the other reason why I don't think I can convert him either.
Oh, no, you'd never.
Not convert, but persuade.
Yeah. AJ said he would have loved that. He was just like, we would have got Rollins as a babyface, Reigns as a heel. That would have been good, but I don't know. You got any other ideas on how you can get the crowd eventually behind Roman?
Well, like they couldn't do anything at the Rumble, in the Rumble match, unless they have him turn on Rollins at the Rumble match some way, somehow.
I don't think they'll flip him before Mania.
No.
I mean, he doesn't have anything going for him right now. I'd keep him babyface until after Mania.
If anything, they would turn him at Mania.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, how would they turn him at Mania besides the turning on Seth when he faces Triple H? Now, if they do Taker versus Roman, how could they have Roman turn if he faces Taker at Mania? Like if he's
turn if he faces Taker. Taker beats him clean. Roman attacks him after. True. Another thing they could do is have Cena versus Taker and have Roman. No, that wouldn't work because the crowd hates Cena. I was gonna say have him beat down Cena because they've already had like their stare down, like they don't get along.
Yeah.
So, but that wouldn't work because the crowd isn't behind Cena really at all. The crowd is going to be 100% behind Taker for that match.
They could end up bringing Conor McGregor into the WWE way somehow because they've all rumored like something with Roman and McGregor, Randy Orton and McGregor. I don't know.
I don't think we're going to see McGregor. McGregor's taking time off from UFC because his wife's about to have a kid.
I think she did.
Did she have it already?
I can't remember.
Oh. I don't think we're going to see McGregor. I don't know if we'll ever actually see McGregor.
I think it's just going to be hype.
McGregor wants Twitter to do everything, in all honesty. McGregor is to the UFC. I'm trying to think who I can compare him to. But no, he wants to do everything.
Well, no, Mayweather's not wanting to do everything.
Well, McGregor acts like he's going to do everything. He acts like he's going to do WWE. He even went out and got his boxing license in the state of California
Yeah.
for rumors to confirm that he's going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather went out on like the record and said that he never fights in California. So that won't happen. McGregor just did that just to get people talking, in my opinion.
They got me talking.
We'll never see McGregor fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, we won't see him in WWE either.
And I don't think we'll see him. Ronda Rousey, I think we're going to see her. But
yeah.
did you see her tweet after she got destroyed?
Yeah.
Get ready, WWE Universe.
How they would bring her in. Well,
something with Stephanie or Sasha or Charlotte.
Or The Rock.
Yeah. But
that's another way.
Have Roman turn on
The
Dwayne.
Rock at Mania.
That would be good. That would get him some serious heat.
Now, they would more than likely have to do Roman versus The Rock. But
build it for a year.
Yeah, they could build it like they did Cena versus The Rock 2.
Build it for a whole year. That would be good.
Well, really, that's how they built the first
That's
match.
how they built the first one. The night after Mania it got booked.
Yeah.
But that's just about the only...
That's the last kind of way, and then it's only because we mentioned The Rock with Rousey.
I think that would be a good way to actually get like a heel turn going with them.
Because it's mainly because of the whole family thing.
Yep.
Because you know everybody's behind Rock. No.
Yeah.
Can't nobody
See,
not go
that's
behind
another
Rock.
thing. Rock came out and saved Roman's ass during that Rumble, and Roman was basically, or that was basically the reason Roman won the Rumble, is because The Rock saved him, and The Rock couldn't even get Roman over. The crowd was booing Roman out of the fucking building. Like, I haven't heard boos like that since Vicky Guerrero, but I was like, holy shit, like, if The Rock can't get you over, there's not much hope.
Yeah, and all Vicky had to do was say, excuse me.
Yep. But alright, that's all we got time for. But. So that's how I think. If you want to turn him heel, or if you want to get him over, turn him heel eventually. That's the best thing I can tell you guys.
Yeah, him with Paul Heyman, or a turn on The Rock, some way, somehow.
Yep. Or both. If you really want to try it.
Yeah, you can mix it.
But alright. That's all we have time for. Somebody put somebody in a headlock and make their bitch ass tap. Later.